Hello, hello, welcome. Let's kit together. I'm Julia Quinn on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. Welcome to our video about this kit that I haven't opened yet. So I'm very excited to be sharing this with you. It's called the Maritime Moments Kit, and I'm just in the market for making a masculine card for a friend of ours whose birthday is in April. So hopefully, okay, I've got an ink spot, grey granite. Okay, I don't like to use the ink spots in these things because I like to give them away. I already have a grey granite ink pad, so I'll pull that one out and keep that precious for somebody else to get the love. Okay, here's my stamp set. There will be a piece of paper somewhere that shows me how to use this stamp set. So let's open up the packaging. I love kits. The only thing you really need a kit is scissors to open it up with the packaging, unless you have fingernails, and then probably you don't need scissors. But scissors helps get it all together. Okay, that's that one off. Now in this little package I've got some tear and tape and linen thread. Okay, I'll pop you aside. Some lovely linen thread. I'm a huge fan of linen thread, so I'll pull you out. In this package I've got some mini dimensionals and some mini glue dots and a stamping block. I'll keep them to gift them on to somebody else because I do have plenty of those as well. All right, let's have a look. These beautiful images of boats. Now I'm going to make each of the designs, so I presume I'll need one each of both of those. Beautiful quality, gorgeous imagery inside the envelopes. Oh, 3 different colors. So we've got looks like Misty Moonlight, maybe Cajun or Copper Clay, and this one looks like Pool Party. But I could actually look at the instructions that come with the kit. That will tell me exactly what colours they are. So I'm going to pop you guys over there, you there. Now here's my card bases. Maybe I should get the whole thing. This is the instructions. That's the stamps that are in the kit. So there is a sailing boat. Birds, I always love birds. They're a really good addition to any project. A lovely sprig of floral greenery and a little house. Oh, actually, it's a windmill and a windmill house. And it says the images are 90%, so they're slightly bigger than they are on that one. Okay, so there's my Maritime Moments stamp artwork. Here's my Maritime Moments kit instructions. There are 6 cards, 2 each of 3 different designs, and step-by-step instructions for each. Now we were looking at the colours, weren't we? On the back of the instructions is always the layout of all of the supplies, which I find very useful. And the colours: Balmy Blue, Cajun Craze, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Grey Granite, which is the ink pad, Night of Navy, Pecan Pie, and Pool Party. Okay. All right, let's get started. I'll just pull out my pictures one by one. I'll pop you up there so I can see you, and get my stamping platform out from the kit. Now I've got a few other things. Here's a card base, beautiful blues and greens, which you know I love. Here's some words: celebrate the good life, to a great guy, and best wishes for a perfect day. So I'll need that. There's the lovely Cajun Craze card base. Here's some die cuts here, boats and whatnot. And here's the grey granite background. Okay, some lovely, oh, this is textured. Not sure whether you can see that there. It's got a little texture in it. And some more die cuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I presume they must be using this in all of them. Maybe. If I read the instructions, I'll find out. Why not? Thank you everyone for joining me. It's lovely that you've come along. Oops. To join me to kit together with this little kit. Look at this beautiful artwork on a pelican. Pelican, anchor, and some seaweed. Pop you aside too. All right, let's have a look. Or maybe just read the instructions, Julia. Get on with that. Okay, we're using, set you to a side. Oops. We're using this little image here. No, we're not. We're using this little image here and some of the tartan for the background. There we go, like that, and a little bit of this up in there. This is a sticker, so I won't pop that on yet. And then it says, celebrate the good life with dimensionals. Oh, and there's this little thing underneath the greeting as well. Now the stamping on this is putting a building in the background. So this card would look equally as beautiful without any stamping on it as well, in my opinion. So if you are a person who's a little bit scared of stamping, this might be a great kit for you. Let's have a look. Pop you all out of the way. Get my grey granite. And we're using the image of the lighthouse for this one. And it goes right over behind the greenery, just there in the background. There you go. A little bit of stamping, not tricky. That's the stamping done. Okay, so first of all, we'll pop this one on the card base. Fold you in half. Put you down the side. This one goes on with some dimensionals, and I have a bunch here. I can pop them in there. A whole bunch of dimensionals, making it look very good. Okay, pop them, peel the backs off all of those. All shiny. Nope, these ones aren't shiny yet. That's how I tell whether I've taken the backs off. Just wobble them around and see if they pick up the light, the shine of the light. Okay, and pop my image on there. And then this one here. Oh no, here I was thinking it was a sticker, but it's not. Oh, it's just two together. That's why it felt firm. Okay, this one just gets stuck on with the tape up the top here. Here we go. Oh, over the edge. This one gets stuck on. Are there two? No, with the mini glue dots. And I might use just a little bit of liquid glue for this one. Just a little bit of pop, 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 pop. And a bit there. Okay, and pop you on here. It's a lovely little embellishment for your greeting. And then celebrate the good life. I've got both of these stuck together. That's what's happened. That's why I thought it was more heavy duty. And that one is stuck on with some dimensionals. There we go, card number 1 done. And I think while I've got that little stamped image there, I might stamp that inside the card as well, because I do like a card stamped inside, looking just as pretty as the outside. There we go. Just a little image down the corner, just to make it look pretty. There we go. Card number 1 done. Very nice. Celebrate the good life. That could be used as a retiring card perhaps, or even just a happy birthday card. Okay, next one is using this one here, Cajun Craze background, and the stamping on this one is using this large piece which goes behind the greeting. So I'll stick that onto this block, get my Cajun Craze, and oh, hang on, I'm not doing it on that, I'm doing it on this, and pop you up here. Nice. And then I'm also stamping, according to the instructions, a little boat. So where's the boat? Here it is. Pop you onto block 2 and stamping it behind in the background. There we go. There's a little boat lined up very nicely. Okay, there's the stamping. Number 3 is putting dimensionals on the back of this, and because my dimensional sheet is almost finished, I'm going to use the edges. So you close it up, and the best thing about these guys is that they are sticky right to the very edge, so there's no waste, which is actually a really good thing. And one down here. There we go. Peel the backs off those. And stick that onto my card front. Layering that up right in the center. And then to a great guy, that's one of the die cuts here. And that one does need a couple of small bits of dimensionals. There we go. And then there is also to a great guy. So that's what they've used this little sprig for, just as a little embellishment behind the greeting. We've got the anchor and the linen thread, and the instructions say to chop it off at 20 centimeters or 8 inches. So I'll just get my ruler here, 20 centimeters. So you do need scissors for this one to cut your linen thread, and pop that through the little anchor. There's a tiny little hole in the anchor. If I made a nice clean cut, that should make it easier to thread through. There we go. Through there. 20 centimeters is a bit long, I reckon. Might just go half of that and then tie that into a knot. I'll just make it into a double here. Where's the other end of me thread? Oh, I've lost myself here. Just going to trim you and tie this into a knot. Oh, now I see why they wanted a longer thread. Make it easier to tie. There we go. And some tiny dimensionals on the back of this one. Mini dimensionals, which I do have here somewhere. one right there on the point of the anchor, and then a mini glue dot just at the top. Okay, pop you there, and a mini glue dot. I'll use some of my roll. Pop you up here, screw you up in a little tiny ball and put my thread there. There you go, to a great guy. And once again, oh no, there's another bit to go on here. This here. There we are. And that gets raised to make it look a bit more interesting. There's some dimensionals again. Good, finished up all of those ones, which is great. It's always exciting when you get to open a new lot of dimensionals. Always exciting. There we go. Okay. There's our boat dimensionaled up. There's the second card, to a great guy. And the third card is this lovely card here. And the stamping goes onto this circle section. So I've used all of those pieces on that one. Oops. And we're stamping with the birds. I do love stamped birds. Here's the stamp set. And pop you on a block. I was going to stamp the boat inside the card of the other one. I forgot. Okay, here's my grey granite, and pop my birds over here, and I'll do some birds inside my card as well. Inside. There we go. And while I've got the grey granite in my hand, I'll get that other card and stamp the sailing boat inside as well. Here we go. We're going to use all of the stamps with that one. Right, back to our pelican stamp set. This one, and this one, this one. Aha! We're going to wind some linen thread around that pelican in a minute, looking at the instructions. These guys that I really enjoyed the texture before, they get stuck onto the card. So let's pop them on. So I'm going to start from the center first and just eyeball about where I think the center is, and then put each of them just a little bit above the center. There we go, one like that, and yep, that's right. I just made sure I had it on the right side. One like that, and then this one covered in dimensionals. I'm using the edge strip, which makes it nice and flexible. I can go around a corner. There we go. And a bit more for the center. So that one gets popped in the center, or off center actually. There we go. Now we're going to wrap some linen thread around this one, so I'm going to put some glue just to help me do this. I'm going to use my scrap from what I cut off before, and also some more. Till I like what I see. There we are. Trim that off. And then add some dimensionals behind the pelican to hold all of that in place. There we go. And a little one just behind his head. There we go. And that one gets put beside our circle right here. I love the texture of the linen thread on the post. Isn't that lovely? And then we've got our greeting, best wishes for a perfect day. And this one also gets put onto dimensionals. Here we go. One there and one there. And the instructions do say to put it down here, but I actually like it, I think, up here. So I'm going to put it up there. Best wishes for a perfect day. All right, I'll finish those. Let's have a look at our cards for the Maritime Moments kit with beautiful envelopes. So, Pool Party envelope for this one. Cajun Craze envelope for this one. And Night of Navy envelope for this one. There you are. Maritime Moments kit with some lovely stamping and beautiful seaside imagery. Very beautiful, lovely little bits of texture as well, like the twine on the anchor and the twine wrapped around the post. They could give you ideas for other crafting projects as well. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you back here again on Thursday with one of my projects. Bye.